just to share. Watch out right behind you.
I got it.
Right.
I have a great sense of space.
Today's day, we just want to recognize three of our St. Mary's awesome student athletes that are going to be going on and competing at the next level in college. And so I'm just going to have Mr. Bernard, who is currently our vice principal, and very shortly here will be taking over as the president of St. Mary's, to just say a few words and also talk to the athletes. So thank you guys all for being here. Congratulations to you three. Awesome accomplishment. Excited to hear about what you guys do moving forward after you leave St. Mary's. So.
Very cool. Thank you, Coach Young. I'm going to move over to this side as well. Let me just first say that I directly asked Coach Young if I could come down and say a few words. The reason being is that I think that this is a really big deal. And I think that athletics are a really big deal. And they're a really big deal here at St. Mary's as well, right? If you were to go to the gym next door, you would see 46 gigantic plaques on the wall shaped as the state of Oregon for each of the state championships that we have won as a team, right, as a school, much less the success that individual athletes have enjoyed. And in fact, interestingly enough, right, the three kids that are here today are student athletes who have enjoyed their most success athletically by swimming really fast, jumping really high, and running far and fast and wide, right? So we've got some individual stars here. One of the things that I say frequently about St. Mary's is that I don't really think that sports are extracurricular or even co-curricular, but in my opinion, they are curricular. They are a part of the comprehensive education experience at St. Mary's. And I believe that to my soul, right? Because just as there are things that you learn in the chemistry classroom, calculating molecular weight, there are certain things that you can only learn in the classroom, but just as that's the case, there are certain things that you can only learn down on the track or in the water or on the field, right? Maybe it's cutting a tenth of a second off your time by getting out of the blocks more quickly, right? But those things aren't separate. They also complement each other as well, right? Like, I am thoroughly convinced there are certain things that you learn through athletics, perseverance being one of them, dealing with disappointment sometimes being another, handling success and how you carry yourself when you are successful are incredibly valuable lessons, not only for life, but also what you do in the classroom and how you approach your studies. So these particular student athletes right here represent the very best of what we want in this school. Kids who are completely committed to doing right and doing well in the classroom and the community, and then flat out killing it on the field or in the pool or on the track. So, first one up, Asa Frisbee. Tell us what your plans are for college, where you're headed, what you plan on doing, and future goals.
I'm going to be attending Cal Baptist University. I'm going to be swimming. Probably going to major some in science, hopefully like chemistry, biochemistry. That's it so far. I'm excited.
Very cool. All right. Now hold up on. We'll do the signings at the end with a big rousing round of applause. Mckenzie Walker, your future plans, goals, aims, objectives.
I'll be attending Washington University in St. Louis, and I'll be on the track and field team as a pole vaulter. And I plan on a double major in psychology and creative writing. See where that takes me.
Gavin Googled at the end.
I'm going to be going to Butler. I plan on double majoring in finance and accounting. And I'll be running track there. I'm just excited to get going.
Very cool. So that you can even see sort of based on the breadth of choices of the things that these students intend to study and the fact that they're talking about double majors in cases or disciplines that are seemingly so different, like creative writing and what was the other one? Psychology, right? Like really speaks to just how talented these kids are and how great and their potentials are and their future. So without any further ado, They are going to be officially signing their letters of intent to swim, pole vault, and run track at their respective universities. So if you guys will give them a gigantic round of applause, you guys can go ahead and sign your letters. Yeah, what's your specialty in swimming, Asa? What's your stroke?
I swim like mid-distance freestyle and sprint butterfly.
All right, sprint butterfly. Yeah, no joke at all. I just want to, just recognize all of you and say congratulations. You guys are sort of the models of what we hope for our student athletes, and I think you can be great representatives of the school, and it is home for you always, so you're always welcome back on the sidelines or by the pool or whatever, and maybe one day you guys will come back and coach a little bit for us. So everyone else, thank you so much for being here. We have a couple of things going on here. The student athletes are likely going to do some one-on-one interviews with Table Rock Sports, who's here to cover the event. But we have a few treats, snacks, munchies back there. So this is a great chance for the student athletes to do interviews, for family and friends, to mingle, and photos, right? We can definitely do some photos where if you want to get up here and surround your student athlete or your friend or whatever the case may be and take some photos with the backdrop and the cool color-coded balloons, that's an option too. So thank you all for coming, and thank you for covering Table Rock Sports, and congrats to our athletes.
So that ends that part of the signing ceremony. We will hopefully have them coming over, whatever they want to do. That's fine. So anyway, what we're going to be talking to here, he's going to correct me. Put your headphones on there so you can hear me. There you go. He'll correct me on it. It's Gavin Kugel. Okay, got it right on the first shot. I'm very proud on this early in the morning. So tell me a little bit about why did you give up golf for track?
Track's special in its own way. Having played team sports my whole life, it was a good break for me to go out and be able to go into a different environment, especially. It was something really special, and that's kind of what first attracted me. It really got me involved in the sport. Once I kind of found the accountability aspect of it, and that's really what kept me there. Making sure it was me and not me relying on someone else instead. And that's the one thing that I think I really enjoyed the most, probably.
So, what are you going to run when you get back to Butler? You said middle distances.
I'm going to be sprinting.
Sprinting? Okay, so you're like the cheetah. You don't last long. So the 100 meter?
Yeah, so the 1, 2, and the 4.
Okay. You hoping to do a relay?
Hopefully in college. Maybe they'll throw me in one every now and again, but you never know what the season's going to entail every year. So I'm just going in with kind of an open mind and seeing what comes when I get there.
So, as far as what you're planning on studying, we got the finance and the accounting, but what's this business of minoring in Chinese?
That's a fun one. So I lived in Asia. I was born in Hong Kong, lived in Beijing for 15 years. And that's something that I kind of want to continue. That cultural aspect, especially the language aspect too, is something that I want to carry throughout my entire life, more than just kind of that small stint I had there. And I think this is just something really interesting and something I really enjoy and want to be able to carry through.
All right. When do you head for Butler?
Late August.
All right. And we should tell everybody that Butler University is in the Big East Conference. That's like a big-time conference.
Yep. So it'll be fun. Hopefully the competition should be quite good. And it should really give me an opportunity to be able to kind of put my name out there and have some fun.
All right. When we see you in the Olympics, we'll know who you are. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gavin. I don't know who's coming next. They're just kind of wandering over. That he was. We have somebody else coming. I don't know. They'll wander over here and in due season. Over there, can you step over? Look at that. She's good. She's good. That's why she pole vaults. You know, she can clear those heights. We're going to get that thing. There you go. I'm going to put this a little closer to your mouth. So here we go. You retired from gymnastics. This is, by the way, this is Mckenzie Walker. They need to know that. And you're headed to Washington University. But you retired from gymnastics and then took up pole vaulting. What, 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yep. I went to my first pole vault practice probably within a week of quitting gymnastics. I needed a new outlet, somewhere to put my energy into. So I picked up pole vaulting and weightlifting pretty much right after I quit. And weightlifting filled that grit niche, but pole vaulting filled just like that feeling of flying and the adrenaline that I missed from gymnastics.
Tell us now, because here it says that you are proud of your accomplishments. So let's go through them. You have the St. Mary's School record, which is what for pole vaulting?
When I initially broke it, it was 11.6, but it is now 12.5.
And the 3A state record?
That's 12.5.
12.5 too. All right. So, okay. Now, you're going to double major also, but you're doing psychology and creative writing in the hopes of writing a psycho thriller?
The psychology is more aimed at my career path. I would love to go into sports psychiatry, which is more of an up-and-coming niche that I'd like to get into. The creative writing is more so just for me, so I can be sure and cut out some time for myself and what I love to do, even when I'm in the midst of academics at college.
What level does Washington University compete at? I mean, are they a D1 school, D2, where are they at?
It's Division III. Academics are my priority going to school.
Yeah. Well, no. Even Division III is a big thing to go to. I mean, that's pretty tough to get a scholarship, period, right? That's the way that is. So when do you leave for St. Louis? You take off?
I leave in August 19th to 20th, so
all right.
leave in mid-August.
All right. Well, we'll look for you in the Olympics also. They're saying that Mckenzie Walker, we know her. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's pretty good. You're pretty good at that.
And so we'll get Asa Frisbee over here at some point. But he's taking photos right now, so we'll have to wait on him. You know how that goes. Family rules, man. They've got that. But Asa Frisbee is headed down to California Baptist University to do some swimming. Well, quite a wait here, but this is a big moment. You know, you hear Mckenzie talking about his Division III, but the odds of getting an offer to continue to do athletics in college at any level, at any sport, is just astronomical. So if they've accomplished this. This is a huge accomplishment. Asa taking some more photos and getting everybody in the picture. Some more excitedly than others, showing a little reluctance to wanting to be in the photo. Now we got to line them all up here. Bring them there, bring this one there. Yeah, eventually we'll get this straightened out. A little dark over in that corner, so probably can't see everything that's going on. So. And now they're going to get him all the way down. There we go. So maybe we'll see Mr. Frisbee over here in a minute. I'll have to wave at him. He's not looking at me right now. Oh, one more photo. So we'll have to wait. One more photo. It only happens once in a lifetime, so you got to get all the photos in while you can. That's for sure. So Now I'll get Asa. Maybe. Nope. They're going to take another picture. Everybody wants it. Taylor's my cameraman. You could have been a celebrity. No. He's, Asa is coming. Step over and we'll give that to you, and we'll talk to Asa Frisbee, who's off to California State University to do a little swimming. I was asking, sorry, I don't know about these schools, but what level school is Christian Baptist? Is it
It's Division I.
Division I?
Yeah.
In swimming?
Yeah.
Okay, another guy we could see in the Olympics someday. So what events will you be swimming down there? Do you know?
I was talking to Coach down there. He's telling me that I'll probably be focused on the 200 freestyle. I'll probably move up to the 500 freestyle. Definitely the 100 freestyle and the 100 butterfly.
Wow. You're going to be busy. What attracted you to swimming?
It's just my mom put me in it younger, and then I just immediately fell in love with it. It's like I got a lot of friends from it, and I just enjoyed time in the pool.
We won't say anything more about that. Okay, you're saying you plan something. You say you plan to study something in science. Any specific ideas, or are you just looking to see what kind of science they offer?
Probably chemistry or biomechanical sciences. I kind of want to go into the medical field. That's the goal.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll wish you well down there.
Thank you.
And may we hear your name often.
I hope so.
All right, Asa Frisbee, on his way to California State Baptist University. And so with that will conclude the St. Mary's signing event that we have been covering here today is the three athletes, Asa Frisbee, Gavin Kugel, and Mckenzie Walker, on their way to continuing their athletic careers at the collegiate level. We thank you for joining us, and this has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net.